So you're thinking about getting another dual sport, huh? Gonna go buy a new one? I'd probably wait. I'd probably go look at some used bikes. I'm gonna tell you why used bikes are better than new bikes. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it on the Rant and Rat.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. Hey, all you KTM guys, come on. I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand, why don't we have a 450? As a competitor to a lot of bikes. But here's my thinking.
Hey guys, Joe here, 690ADV, 690 Garage, 690ADV.com. How you guys doing today? Everybody having a fantastic day? I'm having a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please just reach right on over there. It takes 2 seconds. Click that little button. It'll say you are now subscribed to the 690ADV. Do it now. You got plenty of time. And we appreciate it too. Anyway, on to the rant. And what we're talking about this week, we are talking about, you're thinking about buying a new bike? Went to the dealer, just gotta get it? Maybe you should hold off and look into a used one if you can. Because I'll tell you what, I've done it both ways. This KTM, I bought it brand new, and I love my 690. But I will tell you this, if I had to do it over again, I think I would have went used. I really do. I think I would have went used, and that's what I'm digging into, and the reason I'm telling you that used bikes have pros and they have cons. But guess what? So do those new bikes too. Anyway, new bikes. So you go in, you're looking, you checked out those new bikes, and you just gotta have it. But you don't quite have all the cash to just buy it outright. So what do? Financing. That is one of the biggest cons of buying a new bike. That's the biggest con to it, in my personal opinion. Because when you finance it with all the extra, the finance charges, and and you get sucked into it. It's like you have an open checkbook. You can just go and add this and add that and add this and add that, and before you know it, when you buy that bike, you went in with one number and you came out with about 30% more than what you planned on spending. And now you've basically got this note for about 2 to 3, heck, sometimes even 4 years, depending on what you did. And, and there's nothing totally wrong, because there's people out there that just gotta have a brand new bike. That's their thing, man. They don't like used bikes. They want a new bike, and then when they're done with it, they'll sell it. I get that. I kinda was one of those guys, but if I had to do it over again, I really think that I would go used. So what are the cons of buying a new bike? Well, financing is usually the biggest thing, because most people don't have enough cash, right out of the gate to go and just flop down, $4, $5, $6, heck, even $12,000 to go buy themselves a brand new dual sport bike. And then once you're done with that, then you've got all these extra little sparkles that you got to put on your bike too, because you got to have them. So that being said, that is where the drawback is to a new bike, is because it's not just that you bought the bike. Now that you've bought the bike, it's not perfect right out of the gate, because there's just stuff that you want. So that's more money, and it adds up. So with that makes it kind of cumbersome on your pocketbook to go and do that. I mean, what do you do if you are looking to get a bike, or if you've already got a bike, or you just bought a bike? What'd you do? Did you buy new, or did you buy used? I'm going to tell you, I think used is the best way to go, especially if you're a new rider. And not only that, even if you're an experienced rider, which most experienced riders, a lot of the times, will go buy used, and they'll just put their magic love on it, and they'll turn it into a fantastic dual sport bike. But here is the cool part about buying used, if you're thinking about doing it. find a bike of what you're looking for, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 years old, or even 4 years old. And then once you do that, guess what? Let the person that bought the new bike take that hit. Because it doesn't matter what bike you get, you're not going to get out even on that bike. It's just not going to happen. So, motorcycles are just one of those things that it's a passion and it's a love. Now, are you going to make money if you buy a name brand bike? Of course you are. You're going to get some money. Are you going to get all your money back? No, because you're going to outfit that bike for you. And the beauty part is when you turn around and sell it, there's not a guarantee that the person that's going to buy your bike is going to want all the farkles that you put on there. He may only want 1 or 2. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you get to jack the price up of that bike. So, but, that being said, one of the nice things about that is if you are looking to buy used, and you are like, say, a KTM, which will run you 11 grand right out of the gate. My buddy over at Storymoto picked up a 2016, a 1-year difference. He picked it up for $7,000 with only like 1,800 miles on it. So barely broke in. Great condition. And then he had all this extra money to dump into that bike. And he's still out way, way cheaper than me on my bike. I don't want to go into details of what I spent, but it was definitely more than what he spent on his by about $4,000 or $5,000 when it was all said and done. So that's the definite pluses of going and buying a used bike. If you can hang on and not, get trigger happy on Craigslist or on, Cycle Trader or something like that, if you can just hold tight, a lot of times, you'll be able to afford it right out of the gate. You won't have to sit there and finance it. And with that, then you're not going to have a payment. And a lot of times you're going to get cool stuff that comes along with it. Some of it you'll like, some of it you may take off, but heck, who knows? You may get a bike that's fully outfitted and save thousands and thousands of dollars. If you are looking for bikes, like I said, comment below, let me know about it. I want to know what you're looking for or what you found and what you're thinking about going and buying. And what is your thing? Is used better than new? I personally think it is. And I just think you get more bang for your buck. The big thing is just know your bike that you're wanting to purchase. Do the research. Know what motorcycles are supposed to sound like. If you don't, go get a buddy that rides and go look at that bike. But I think you're going to save yourself a ton of dough by going that route. I just think used is the ticket, but I think new has its place as well. You're just going to spend a whole lot more. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic Friday. And let me know. Tell me what your thinking is. New versus used. I think used is just the way to go. I think you can just get more bang for your buck. Let the other guy take the hit. And boom. You get what you want. It may take a little bit more to get your bike. But I do think that you will win in the long run. What do you think? Let me know. Hey, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for watching, and we appreciate you. Don't forget, 690adb.com. You can go and get those free stickers. We're about two videos out before we do the announcement on the first giveaway. We're trying to keep it somewhere in December, so it's kind of like a little Christmas gift. But anyway, I appreciate you. You guys have a fantastic weekend. And remember, be safe and have a great time, and go find your adventure. 690 out.